oh, come on, where are you? Hold on, I'm waiting for my interwebs to kick in here and take me to where I need to go, because apparently both of our memories are failing. Not because we're getting older.
Hold on, I got
it. You got it?
Equalizer. Yeah, the Equalizer.
Well, the Enforcer, the Equalizer.
Right. So,
jeez.
I was close. They both started with E.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so anyways, the bad guy, the guy that the Russians sent over, he was the father in this Burn Your Maps movie, all right? Which made it kind of difficult to watch because I was waiting for him to just go fucking psycho the whole time like he did in that other movie. So, anyways.
Okay, before, not to sidetrack you too much, you know what other show used to do that to me? That 70s show. I kept, the dad was in RoboCop 1. He's the one that killed RoboCop. He killed cop Alex Murphy. I kept watching that show. I've never actually sat down and watched the entire show, but I kept watching little bits and pieces, and I kept waiting for him to go fucking psycho and break out a shotgun and start shooting everybody.
Start shooting everybody.
Yeah.
Just some characters do that. So, anyways, in this movie, the boy, one day, he says, he starts dressing really weird, and they're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, I'm a Mongolian goat herder," and like he just starts dressing like it. That's what he is in his mind. He's a Mongolian goat herder. To the point, like he goes to Mongolia and shit like that.
Okay.
So, anyways. It's kind of a really wild way of saying just because somebody says that there's something and you don't see it doesn't mean that they don't see it. You know what I mean? Like for them, that's it's real.
Okay.
So, and it just kind of showed everyone's acceptance of it and how happy he was once he, was able to live out the life that he wanted to live. Anyways.
Okay.
Really interesting movie. It was really kind of odd. So it was another one that just kind of made you go, huh, well, that was weird.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
It was on Stars? So, I don't know, one of them channels. So anyways, go on. What else do you got? So that was my weird segue into your next point. That was my weird segue into your next point.
Okay. Weird segue into the next point. I was going to say, well, okay, the next point is somebody out there that has talent and apparently nothing better to do decided to take comic book characters and give them everyday average American bodies. Now, I don't know, did you get a chance to look at them?
I saw a couple of them, and so what they did was they took away the comic book physique and they gave them an average American or average person's body. Kind of some of the older male superheroes. They kind of gave them dad bods, and the women they kind of gave them more instead of supermodel or more voluptuous, if you would.
Voluptuous, yeah. Which it's fine by me because I subscribe to the moto mentality.
Right. Oh yeah.
Big. I like them chunky. I like them big. All right.
That's right. Moto, so sexy you gotta say it twice.
Twice. Yeah. Well. So you saw through that, right? Now,
yeah, I did.
Batman didn't look too bad. I gotta admit that Iron Man without the muscles and whatever, kind of looked weird. Captain America not looking all buff, it's a letdown for us as far as. But that's what it would look like if it was an average everyday person.
What I got from that is I said, okay, let me look at this from what it is, a realistic approach.
Yeah.
If somebody were to focus all their time and energy on, fighting bad guys or what, of the sort, they wouldn't be able to. Okay, for one, if you're fighting bad guys like Batman does, you're not walking the next day very well. You're going to be laid up for a couple of months. You know, because Batman would get fucked up. He'd be bruised up, and you know, we saw that with in the Justice League movie. He was moving around. He was hurting. He was sore. You know.
Yeah.
So he'd be laid up for at least a couple of days at a time. So what would he do? He'd probably go and get, you know, order some takeout or something, you know? I'm just saying.
No, in all reality, I mean, those bodies like us, you know, and the guys, they make them all muscular and all 0% body fat. It wouldn't happen in real life. So it's kind of cool to look at that. And what I was thinking, it gives people a false
hope.
False hope. And I mean, sometimes people try to look so much like especially like all these girls trying to be like the next models, you know, what they see in magazines, or even the cosplay girls. I mean, because I'm pretty sure, you know, in fact, I would, damn, that would be an awesome podcast, you know, talking to what some of these people do to look the way they do in order to make that costume work. And
that would be
I wonder how many people have eating disorders because they have to look like what the comic book says.
Like I have to. This is what Wonder Woman looked like, and
this is what Wonder Woman should look like. This is what Catwoman should look like. This is what Supergirl should look like. But like I said, it's a problem because I mean it's unrealistic and people can get really sick. And you know, this is probably the first like.
And you know, I'm going to piggyback on that. We need to understand that nowadays in the movies that we see, what they look like on screen is not what they look like in real life. Okay, Wonder Woman was pregnant when she was making that movie.
Bingo.
See?
Bingo.
See, she was pregnant. But movie magic, you never could tell.
Exactly. And we have all this unrealistic not unrealistic goals, but unrealistic
expectations.
Expectations, yes. And you got people that are trying to cosplay or people just idolizing things like that and getting sick, you know, developing eating disorders. So anyway, if you know anybody with an eating disorder, you know, we're gonna do this. I think we've done a few episodes where we put out numbers done some kind of a public service, but this is the number for the National Eating Disorder. This is the National Eating Disorder Helpline. 1-800-931-2237. Again.
All right. Say that again.
1-800-931-2237. And that's the National Eating Disorder Helpline. You know, if you or anybody you know has this issue, you know, hey, get some help. Because, I mean, how can I say this? I mean, you know, yes, it looks awesome to be able to cosplay and pull off certain look, but if you're going to get sick over it, it's totally not worth it.
No, it's and these are, unfortunately, you know, these eating disorders will last a lifetime. It'll be something that you battle, or some people could battle their whole life. Yeah. So, in the spirit of cosplay, I'm going to say it like this: every great superhero has to have a support team. So if you know somebody going through this, be their support team, be their Robin, be their Lois Lane,
Alfred.
You know, right? Do whatever Alfred, you can.
Jarvis.
You know what I mean? Wolverine came in. Wolverine was all fucked up, and he had Professor X. You know, do it. Be somebody's support team. Get them the help they need. If you need help, reach out. You know, every great hero needs it, and we want you to live a long and healthy life without any of these false expectations.
Yep, that's one of the things, and that's kind of like I said. This article was about. They provided. I guess that was the purpose of whoever did this. Which, if you want to take a look at it, it's I found it on Facebook, but the actual, it's Revelist.com, REV as in Victor, ELIST.com. And you should be able to find it. There's, you know.
Right.
And they're talking about eating disorders, and I thought we'd bring it up too because it's important. We don't want nobody to get sick out there trying to look like, I don't know, Catwoman.
Something that's not even real.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and that was exactly my point too. We're on the same page. You brought it up. Wonder Woman was pregnant, and none of us could tell.
Right. Movie magic.
Movie magic. All right.
Get yourself right. All right, let's tune it up a little.
Alrighty.
So, are you ready for more Pato notes? Do you have any more?
No, actually, that was about it. I mean, I figured.
Okay. Yeah, we need to make sure you're safe and you're healthy.
The only other thing that I don't know if maybe we should discuss it, but we're still working out on the technology for this. But a segment that I think would be you wanted to do it as a separate thing, but I think we should bring it into Cursory Overload and take it on tour with us. If that might ring a bell.
Yeah, that would be dope. That'd be dope as fuck.
Now, for you people that obviously K-Dogg, I know what we're talking about here, but K-Dogg's had this idea that for the longest time.
Much like our podcast. I've had an idea for a while now. I'll give you a little backstory. Both of my older kids, my 17-year-old daughter and my 22-year-old son, are video gamers. They're both gamers. All right, they play a lot of video games. All right, and so I've kind of gotten into playing video games along with them. Now, that having been said, I am horrible at them. If there is a level below horrible, I'm 2 stages below that.
Welcome to the club.
Does that make sense? That's how bad I am at them.
Atari 2600 is the last thing that I could say that I was master of.
Right. Now, there are a few games that I do enjoy. I'm not very good at them, but I do enjoy them. Most of them are racing games. But my idea had been, whenever it kind of formed from playing the games with my kids. Now, I said mainly my 22-year-old son, because my daughter doesn't really play any games I'm into. But I'll be playing some of these shoot 'em up games like Modern Warfare and Call of Duty, and all of them shoot 'em up games, and I'll be playing with them, and immediately I start playing, my character start running, doom, 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 doom. I'm doing good, and then bang, sniper hits me. Fuck, man, right?
Yeah.
Well, this would go on, and the cursing that would come out of my mouth, and the words that would fly out of my mouth is unreal. All right. Thankfully, nobody else could hear me. But that kind of got me into, hey, we do this show where we curse a lot. Maybe it'd be cool if, we recorded ourselves playing these games, and even maybe playing them online where, we're playing against people who are really good. You know what I mean?
And potentially. Obviously, that's just definitely it's going to be an overload of cursing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, okay, so last time I played with my son, I was playing one of those shoot 'em up games, and I killed him. I found one certain spot where I could hide, and I hid in this one spot. And every time his character respawned, he would respawn and run through this one place, and I would shoot him every time. So I started calling it the House of Death, right?
Yeah.
Right? And I'm just having a good old time. I'm laughing and laughing and laughing. Well, he catches on, and next thing you know, I'm dead like 4,000 times, and I'm pissed, and I'm throwing the controller across the room. But that's the best I've ever done.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Well, that's something that it'd be cool, if start playing games and maybe have like a video game setup on when the Who the Fuck Is You tour materializes, and maybe play with some of the audience members,
Oh, that would be awesome. Bring them on stage and we can get playing.
Obviously, we're going to get creamed because I have a feeling everyone and their dog nowadays knows how to play better than we do.
Probably.
And, but that I don't know. But we're going to figure out a way to bring that to you, and probably record the segment so that you can hear what happens when K-Dogg and Pato
Right.
play against their kids and
play video games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Video
and
games.
if there's some games out there you guys think we should be